All right, and we are here on the Owen Hart Tribute Radio Show, and without further ado, I have the toughest man to ever wear a dress, Vito, on the line. Vito, you got to work with Owen. What are some memories of working matches with him and being on the road with him?
Well, I'll tell you what, is probably one of the most loving family men you ever want to meet. The guy had a great sense of humor, and he always liked to play practical jokes on a lot of guys. Brett, Jim Neidhart, famous for having road follies, as we call it, and always a pleasure to be around. You know, one of the nicest guys in the business, and probably one of those hardest working guys, and he's probably one of the breakthrough guys. I mean, you know, having a brother like Bret Hart, I mean, coming from Stu Hart, you know, residence, and then, you know, breaking in after WWE, you know, especially being in Japan and being the Blue Blazer and doing a whole bunch of stuff like that, and finally coming out and being himself. I mean, you know, tough shoes to fill, and then when they finally gave him his chance to shine, he finally did, and he, you know, became a very good heel, and kind of opposite of his personality, but he did a great job of what he did. I remember a time when my time when I wrestled in the WWF, and I was a rookie back in 1991, 92, and I was doing the TVs at the Manhattan Center, and he gave me a chance to wrestle against Owen Hart and Coco would be wearing a tag team match. My tag team partner was Iron Mike Sharp. So going back a few years, and it was pretty cool. I mean, you know, everybody back then, you know, everybody knew I was a hard-working guy, and, you know, I was a young kid just, you know, doing a great job on TVs and doing 7-minute matches live. And, you know, I did a few high spots, you know, took the big finish from them. You know, it was always good. It was safe, nothing crazy. And, you know, always a smile, always a thank you. And what more can you ask for?
We've heard already that Owen used to take care of the young guys. Did you feel that way?
Oh, of course. I mean, but you know what? Owen was just didn't used to take care of the young guys. I mean, you know, he took care of everybody. He was everybody's buddy. You know, there wasn't a time when if you didn't need something or you didn't, you know, want something and he had to go do something that he wouldn't extend himself to help a guy out. So, I mean, as far as just being, you know, one of the guys, you know, he helped all our guys. So it didn't matter who you were on the face of the earth, you know, he was just that type of person.
Now, you touched on it a little bit. You said Owen was a master ribber. Did you ever witness any ribs, or did he ever rib you?
He never ribbed me, but I did witness a few. They were pretty cool. I think the one that probably stands out is the gravy train. That's when you take a gentleman's bag, fill it with dog food, then fill it with water, shake it up, then you got the gravy train. So when the guy's going to get his gimmick and all his stuff out of his bag, you know, what does he got? Dog food all over his stuff. And to get that stink out of it is pretty bad. So when the guy's got to go out and work that night, and, you know, he's got to wash his gear out, he's smelling like puppy chow, you know, best thing of all. So I have to say that would probably be the one thing one rib I remember.
Now, if there's one thing that you feel that Owen would want his fans to remember him for, what would that be?
Probably his smile, his personality, just the way he cared about the business, giving 110% all the time. But if he had to be remembered for anything, it would be his, you know, his good nature as a human being, and being that kind of special person that brought happiness to everybody around. And that's what Owen Hart probably want to be remembered for, more than wrestling, because in life, wrestling isn't everything, as we all know. Being that you weren't there at the time, it just it sends shockwaves through your body to know that something like that could happen, you know, at a show, let alone, you know, having that said. I mean, the day Eddie Guerrero passed away, and, you know, it was me and Nunzio getting ready to go to the gym, and we were in the gym, we're waiting for Benoit, waiting for Eddie, waiting for Chavo. We all used to work out together every morning, and they didn't show up, and we're like, okay, what happened to the guys? We're the only ones here. And we get to the building, and, you know, find out Eddie had passed away. You know, it's not a preparation, but it's definitely an eye-opener, and definitely something that definitely shakes up your world and shakes your body. I mean, there's no way to, it's a very traumatic experience, and if anybody who's lost anybody in your family, I mean, you know what kind of dramatic experience it is, and that just doesn't go for wrestling. Wrestling is like, you know, that's your family for when you're on the road, and those are the people you're closest to, you know, when you're away from home. But, you know, it doesn't replace, you know, when you are home and you lose somebody like your mother, your father, or your wife, your kids, you know, you lose somebody like that. I mean, it's still the same devastating thing. I mean, for Bret Hart, I mean, I know Bret a long time. I mean, he lost his brother. I mean, so, I mean, to him, yeah, it's tough. It was tough. It's just tough the way around. So, I mean, you know, you guys doing the tribute show, I think it's pretty nice. And, you know, always take the positive out of everything, you know, and even though he's not here, his memory's still living strong. And, you know, everybody who pays tribute to him, you know, it's very cool. It's appreciated throughout wrestling.
Was there anything inspirational that you witnessed from Owen to you?
I guess being that I got to work with Bret, and then I got to be friends with Owen, and both of them used to take me under their wing and talk to me the whole time, and, you know, they were friends with me, and, you know, they always used to, you know, they were always cool with me. I can't say anything more, really. I mean, when they're, you know, if the business can go back to the way it used to be, and, you know, they get to see a bunch of great guys, and people just don't judge a book by a cover. Open it up and see what the people on inside are about.
Well, I'd like to thank you for doing this and sharing your memories of Owen.
Well, you're very welcome. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. And
thank you, Big Vito.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.